So let me ask the most pressing question. If Senator Dianne Feinstein was Senator David Feinstein, would you be saying the same thing? Or is this, Congressman, is this only because she's a woman?
I would absolutely be saying the same thing. In fact, some of us said the same thing when Stephen Breyer was being asked to consider stepping aside or to have other people in the Senate who have served too long and should be considering stepping aside. I don't think it has anything to do with gender, and that's just the reality of it. The point is now, in the past, there were cases where men served with long absences and didn't get called out, and that's a problem of the times. But the times have changed, and regardless of gender, people should be called out.
There it is. That doesn't make it right, because that was something that happened in the past. So I applaud you, Congressman, for your courage. And I know you're getting a lot of pushback, but sometimes you got to stand alone. You're not standing totally alone, but it is important. And what you are laying out for people who not only live in Ohio, it doesn't matter. I just use my home state as an example, but even if they're in Illinois or South Dakota, North Dakota, you name it, it is important that this president has the opportunity to be able to get those judges in there. And you're right, it impacts everybody, and that's why we should care. So anybody that's watching this, please make sure that you share this information, share this segment video with your family and friends so people get an understanding. This is not just about California. This is not even just about Senator Feinstein. And I said yesterday on the show, Congressman, that especially because she doesn't plan to seek re-election, what better opportunity, what better gift for her to give, in this moment is to say, you know what, I wish things were going differently with my health. I had planned to stay here to the end of the term, but things have changed, and I get the import of this moment. And I am just going to step aside and assume a different role. It doesn't mean she has to go away. It's just that it's a different role to play.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, because of the situation, and because she strong career in the United States Senate. I mean, I agree with everything, but she's had a strong career, and there's nothing for her. I mean, she walked out of there with her head held high.
Absolutely. Look, she's been an icon on women's rights. She's been an icon on gun violence. Again, I don't agree with everything, but she has earned the right to be celebrated for public service and for her dedication. And this has nothing to do with taking that away from her. If anything, I think the way this is dragging out, people are doing a disservice to her own legacy. And it's sad. It's not any sense of personal feelings against her. I wish that she would just say, this is what I've decided to do after consultation with my family and close advisors.
Yeah, I do too, Congressman. She still has the chance to do that. And let me say this, and this is me saying this, anybody that's saying that this is sexism, that's a low blow, and it's the lowest common denominator as well. It really makes no sense. That's low hanging fruit to just banty that about. There are circumstances where you and I both know, and people know, that there have been instances as you laid out, but instances in any profession in society as well, where it is very, very clear. But if identity is the only thing they can lob, just identity for the sake of identity, it makes no sense. So we're gonna go on the record. I'm going on the record as saying that's BS right there. Everything that the congressman has laid out is the reason why the senator should make this sacrifice and do what's right on behalf of the residents in the great state of California, and also in this nation, and give this president the opportunity to nominate judges.